Hi, formerly this your boy KB with ODRS TV, your #1 source for outdoor gaming content. And today we are building a full-scale large logging operation. So this logging operation will cover the logging business from A to Z. We're gonna grow the trees, cut the trees, process the trees, and turn these trees into products. So what we are aiming to do here is to make our farm as efficient as possible. The more efficient our farms are, the more money we make, and the more money we make, the more moolah we can spend, baby. Let's go. The first thing we want to do when we plan a farm or a large scale operation is we want to look at the logistics of everything. So today, in the first part of this building this operation, we're going to look at logistics. So we're building this farm completely from the ground up. Now we already got a couple of things placed here. Like I already got the farmhouse and I got a couple of equipment bought. But other than that, that's it. I haven't started growing anything, I haven't placed any roads, anything. So we're gonna go over all of that together. And this is the only building so far. So first, let's look at what logistics truly is. So logistics is all about the flow of our operations, and most specifically the detailed management of this flow. So what we want to do is try to build our farm in such a way where the flow is never interrupted, and it's easy for us to do, because if it's hard for us to operate within this flow, that means the flow slows down, and if the flow slows down, our money slows down, and nobody wants no slow money, trust me. Bad for business. So man, let's see what we got here. Let's look at the equipment that we got first. So over here is where I'm housing all of my farming equipment for this. So right here we have the MAN TGX 26.640, which is what we're using to haul the logs, and you can hop in here and pick it up and all that. Right here is our go-to tractor for the farm, John Deere. You know I'm a John Deere fan. Right here is what we actually using to cut down the trees. And this is what this is, the Rodney H21D. So that's a fun tool to use, I must say. We got the Mack truck, which I use to transport all of this. All this was transported on a truck. I didn't drive none of this over here, cause you know that damaged the stuff. I did drive this over here, however, though, cause this is nothing but a truck basically. But everything else rolled on the back of this. And on this right now, we have this device right here, which is the Pt.1 M650, which is used to grind up stumps and bushes and stuff like that. This make wood chips right here. The Hazomat HM8 400 KLC. And this is right here to what we actually use to grow the trees. And this is the Downcon PL75. The reason why I went ahead and got the equipment is just to see how much space we need to think about as far as housing all this, because right now we just got it sitting in our fields. And so you can get a big idea of what we're working with here. So the land that belongs to the farm is this area right here. So right here we got the farmhouse, which we was at earlier. All this right here, we got field 23, 24, and 25. So these are the 3 fields we're going to use to grow our trees to start our operation. As far as the production and everything, in further videos, we're going to figure out best place logistically to place all that. But right now, we're not worried about that. We got to have trees first, so we're going to just focus on the trees, and not even on all 3. We're just gonna focus on the trees, probably on 23 at first, maybe not even 23, probably 24 at first. But we'll figure that out later. But this is what we got to work with, though. So everything in the blue, that's us. So I just bought everything just to see how much space we need to think about as far as housing equipment, because realistically, we probably have to use way more equipment than this, but just as the starter kit, you know, we're going to design so that we can have space in the future, so as well. So keep that in mind. So let's go back over here. This is at the store. I have wheel loader right here, basically a glorified forklift. So basically load all this stuff up on the truck. I basically use a combination of this wheel lifter and this tractor to load stuff up. What's cool about this, all this gonna go back to the farm because you never have, it's always good to have a forklift handy for production and stuff. And that was good to have another tractor as well. So we have our farmhouse in the corner. So if we look at the map here in the corner, so the reason why I placed it in the corner because I felt logistically that would be the best place to put it, because I didn't want to obstruct the fields here, because I need as much room as possibly here. You know what I mean? It's just grow stuff, which is part, and I need to get all this stuff out the fields as well. And I feel like this is enough space to really house everything. For now. Up here in the corner, it's a fat juicy spot as well that we're gonna take a look at as well to see if it's worth housing stuff here, because that's close to field 25 as well. But I know for certain that we want to make this the hub operations, because if you look, it got access points to the roads in several locations, so we can make it attached to the roads here. We can make it attached to the roads here and over here. So 3 sides of roads, right? So we also want to make additional pathways to get to the fields with our equipment and such. But we'll look into that later, because logging is a whole different animal. And for the most part, a lot of our stuff got off-roading capability, so there's no need to make a full-out road like we're going to do here for the equipment. But we do want to make it as accessible as we can. So the first thing that we're going to do here is we're going to take a look at this in person. So we at the farmhouse in the corner, surrounded by streets on both sides here. Just little European streets. We are on Ellen Grand map, which is not a very logistically friendly map, by the way, with all the roundabouts. Like getting all the stuff here was a task. Like going through the roundabouts with that little semi, man, talking about a task. So over there in the distance, you can see where the equipment currently is. So we want to try to house all this in this open area over here. So basically we got all this area to play with. But as you can see, the issue right now is that this area is not exactly flattened. Like it flattens out over here, but like before we get to this little narrow strip, it kind of does some weirdness where it kind of gets a little hilly. So when parking equipment, it's not that bad over here where it'll make it a nightmare, but to soothe things out, we probably want to flatten this out a little bit here. And after we flatten out, we can figure out how we want to place our buildings. So how much space do we really got here? Okay, cool. So right now we're about to go to the back of our fields to check out that this plot of land back here. It's really not that big back here, so we probably won't do too much back here. We might house a little equipment back here. We might build like a rudimentary shed or something back here just to house equipment specific to the field, because for logistics sakes, every field might have its own equipment sheds and stuff. Depending on cost and stuff on getting the equipment, because we're gonna have a shed at every field. That means we're gonna have equipment at every field, correct? So that could get slightly expensive. But I am looking at this space over here, but we don't need to spend no more money on land. Yeah, that might be good for our actually protection later on. Let's go back down here. Yeah, this map is kind of wonky though. So let's start by leveling this bad boy out. All right, let's go. All right. So we pretty much basically just made a little driveway here, leading up to where I just leveled everything. We're just about to drive it with this little vehicle to see if it works. Cool. Good stuff. Now, additionally, what you can do, which I might do on later date, you can raise the side so that vehicles don't go over the side. Basically, to prevent like what I just did happen, especially when you start like. Well, I don't know. We don't have too much semi-traffic going up here because it's just the storage stuff. But if you ever have like a logistical situation where you're trying to build something, like especially like a incline or something, and you want to prevent vehicles from going over the edge of that said incline, just build the edge up more. You know, that's a thought. So what I'm about to do now, I am actually about to place some sheds and stuff for my vehicles so I can connect those to the driveway I just made. Let's see. All right, so we're gonna place one shed for all the machinery. I think I gotta move my guy out the way first. Back to across the street you go, sir.
Crazy Paid Productions.
All right, so basically we got all the garages that we need. We got this big garage here, just to house like our attachments and things, and just objects too big to go into a normal garage. Right here we got a 3-door garage for like our tractors and such. Over here we got my personal garage for the farmhouse, just to house like the farm truck, my little get around car and stuff like that. And it's all connected by asphalt, so it should be clean, good logistical driving for everybody. So what we want to do next, we're gonna level this out some. It's just, if you can see right here, there's a big dip before it goes to the garage. That's bad. I'm gonna level this out a little bit just so that we can get everything in here smoothly. Afterwards, we're gonna build a path to go to the house. And after building the path, we're gonna look on the other side of the property to find a way to house our trailers for our semis. Then after that, that's a wrap for today. So let's go. Let's level this baby out. All right, so that's pretty good here. It's not perfect. I am doing this on the console, by the way, so it's not like the most best thing in the world. Another thing that annoys me is I can't get rid of the fence right here. I mean, you could drive straight through it like it's a ghost fence, but it's just the principle of the fact. But you can't. All right, so let's start moving equipment over here. All right, so we're gonna move this one first here. Now you see why I didn't drive it? This thing is terribly slow. Man. Looks like the sun is going down, man. Hopefully we get to finish this before the sun goes down. Put this bad guy right here. Next vehicle. Actually, let's move this semi. So we're gonna move the semi up some so we can load this. I'm not gonna drive the semi in there right now. But we are gonna move this a little bit closer so we can unpack it. I tried to do a cool little turnaround, but that failed terribly. Almost jackknife. So we're gonna do it here. Let's unfold. Take these straps off. Yeah, these straps are handy though. Let's get our tractor. Turn the lights on. Turn on the lights. Light a candle. Alright, so we're gonna hook up to this planting device. We're gonna leave this kind of out front because planting the trees is next up, so there's no need to get this all the way out the way. So we'll probably drop this bad guy right here for now until we pack everything else. But you see how smooth this little path I built just made everything, you know? Will let me pick it up from the front? Nope. It's a race against the clock. It's a race against the clock. Tick tock, tick tick tock, tick 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 tock, tock. Race against the clock, ticky tock. I'm just playing, yo. I do want to get this done before the sun goes down, though. But once the sun goes down, man, the farm simulator is brutal. The sun, like, it's brutal. Can't see nothing, and I ain't set up no light shit. Man, we gotta get this done. Right, so gonna back this in here for him. Yeah, I messed that back up all the way up. Yeah, but you know, players mess up too. So it might not be the most organized shit because I can't even see what I'm doing, but hey, it's in there though. One last thing to grab. I didn't grab. Yo, this thing weighed the other little tractor I got for transporting stuff, like moving stuff on the truck at the store. This thing almost tilted that thing over. It was crazy, man. Driving the first person just because it get dark and I can't see. Drop that there. Back on up. That's the last thing on there. We got these. We can leave these at the store for now. We always gonna need a forklift and tractor there. This we can actually park in our garage. So we about to go to sleep real quick so we can see what we done did in the day. We'll wake up at one little sunlight, so we'll go. We deserve a good sleep. We'll sleep at 8 o'clock. Sleep in at 8 today. You know what I'm saying? I think we deserve it. Whoa. Sun's kind of gnarly in the daytime in Europe, bro. We're gonna use this to drive around and see what we got going. Then we're going to place the truck. Okay, not too bad, not too bad, not too bad, not too bad. We're gonna get this truck out of the way. I wonder. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. We're gonna place this big boy in the shed. That's what's going down. I hope this scrub don't leave me stuck. Yup, we in there. We are in there. Most definitely. That's so cool. We in there. Okay. Detach. Place him in the garage. Place him in the garage. Somewhere. Who knows where this could go? I'm just so happy that my staging areas is turning out magnificent. I messed up the fields over here, but it doesn't matter because we're not even growing soybeans. That doesn't matter at all. It doesn't matter at all. At all. This guy. Gonna back up in here. Because we're not using this anytime soon, so we just go back this up in here or something. But that seems to be everything for now. Everywhere seems to have a home. Park my truck. Just to open up my doors so I can park my trucks. Move this over to the shed. Alright, so let's move this thingamajigger out the way. Alright, so now we can park everything. And that'd be a wrap for the day. Park this tractor. Shut it down. Park this in my personal garage, you feel me? Close the gate. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's it for today, family. We set up the basis for a camp. You know, we done housed all our machines. Everybody got a place, a home to go to. All the machines that we need to even start this little logging organization. Everything is housed and up neatly. You can get in and out successfully. It's not blocking in the way. It's not holding up any fields or anything. It's perfect. So it's truly been a pleasure to create with you all. Subscribe and like and hit the notification bell down below if you enjoyed yourself. This is just the beginning. We haven't even planted a thing yet. We just been planning roads, if you did. But this your boy KB with ODRS TV, your #1 source for daily content featuring outdoor gaming. And I'm out. Let's go.